this thing to make sure it's going live. Waiting for the internet to internet. There you go. Look at you. Okay. Not much to report. Yeah. Alien disclosure, life mission. Okay, yeah, life mission, energy. Yeah. Yeah, that's a common. Tell me about it. What are we doing here? Yeah. Well, if you deactivated NPC programming, because in that case, the NPC program is just indulging in NPC-ness, material nonsense. It's like basically being a kid, basically, an adult kid. So you upgrade from that. You can spend some. I mean, of course, you have to have some version of that to function here to be part of the world elite, the 99%. And then, of course, on the spiritual development side, is just self discovery, or it's all it comes out in the wash eventually, not easily. Just I'm not sure if you ever really know, really. Maybe later in life, it all depends, because of course we have our point of view of how we think things should be, and of course then you see the life, it does its own thing. So you fantasize where you think it should be, even like with disclosure energies. They're not going to land their ships. We have to evolve into a higher consciousness. What is this is all about? And that doesn't bring the alien energies here, but also basically just clearing our own frequency to have some kind of a decent incarnation here. Always on an individual basis. Attracting a similar energy is possible, but so many are in fear zone. They're in their own little cubicle of no self-esteem, and then in their own jail cell and so on, which is understood. That's part of the human experience, the mediocre Earth or society. It's not the Earth. It's just the beings that came here and just went into complete decay for thousands of years. So, you can say, of course, in the ancient times, they had higher knowledge, and then they lost it all, and truly went down to a microcosm of existence, basically. Have we really evolved that far from that, though? Went from farmers to NPC slaves in the modern world. So now it's time to disconnect from that and go to more of a multi-dimensional galactic. Of course, many are not. Obviously, the celebrities think they're kind of gods here, but they like where they are, so they stay there. So their perception of reality and everything kind of just it pauses. Because they don't really evolve spiritually. I don't think they do at all. Just success-wise, maybe that's about it. I guess it's where they can feel like they're worth something, I guess. Or you can still be successful and feel completely worthless, which is very common. Well, yeah, Britney Spears has that. That always comes to mind because, her energy is just all over the place. That shows what success can do to you. Of course, if your energy gets taken by other beings and all that, but it's like a soul in panic mode. So, find one's purpose. I guess I can channel somebody. Channel Arcturians yesterday. I guess I can connect to I guess the Andromedan energies. Yeah, people are pretty. It's kind of a common frequency here. Of course, a lot of beings that are here are going through their own narcissism and everything. Some are just not ready to let go of a lot of things. So it's a process. Like on even on a spiritual level, they're not really ready to get to. Of course, it's a process of we have to go along with the collective, but I feel like some even spiritually kind of pause for years or their whole life. You get to the multi-dimensional energies and then just sort of stops, and that's about it. They get pulled into whatever propaganda that's there. Yeah, so it's got to do your thing basically. Yeah, 'cause I don't really do many channelings, really, not as much as I used to. I guess bring in the Andromedans and see what happens with that. So, right, yeah, fishes. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of those here. So, of course, a lot of everything. But anyway, all right, we'll give their perspective and with that, all right, blessings. Greens, Andromedan Collective. So it's up to the individual how much they want to know about themselves. As a process, basically, that's letting go of the past, and just basically that's letting go of insecurities. And some feel like they're clearing it out, but not necessarily. Some do, yes, or some haven't healed their toxic frequency. Well, sometimes it's a defense mechanism. Some have like an inner scorpion that they use. Well, because if they turn it off and become too friendly, they've been burned in the past, so their alarm system stays on. So yes, to hit the panic button and just not, ready to, some are just not ready to connect to individuals on a personal level. Like you get a version of it, but don't get the true version of them if they even want to know it. We're talking about just more relationship situation on a personal level, on a soul level. It is like was it the banana peel, or you're just peeling off layers, and there's your current life has to go through certain scenarios, experiences for it to and sometimes you're mimicking a past incarnation cycle, maybe the same scenario, same people around, or whatever it might be. Or you just live by the ocean or some kind of nature where you're still kind of pulling away the past. A lot of it's ancient or past incarnations, whatever. Some cannot let go of their galactic incarnations, as some of you have noticed. They kind of look at it as a cartoon book, and they go deeper into more wounds instead of just releasing. And they find this reality boring. So, but they don't want to see who they really are either. So, it's another way of running away from oneself. As they find drama within their own energy field, if it's a galactic connection, sometimes they want to stay there because they do not want to know who they are at all. Well, it's basically just releasing a lot of insecurities, basically releasing fear. And some of you have accomplished that, but of course your society has not done that. So some of you have cleared out your frequency enough where you can interact with society. Of course, then you're feeling society's insecurities and their blockages and everything, and actually interact with them to see. Even you don't have to say anything, but sometimes you interact with them just kind of like a reminder, like I'm here if you need anything. If not, that's okay. I'll go back to my cubicle. But you are here for others if they want to evolve. So those that you are connecting to in the physical, not everybody, but there's some that have potential to let go of the past, and others are just going to go kind of like a dormouse, sort of just go back into their hole and eat their cheese and not sprout any wings or any growth or anything like that, and just yeah, like they're playing with this place, yeah, like a child basically, with material things, as you can see. Well, it's they like the feeling of being accepted. There's more to it. Yeah, I just want to feel like a kid again as an adult. They don't want to grow up. There's a lot of that happening, even those that are in their young 20s and things like that. Depending, you'd be surprised. Yeah, just because you're an adult doesn't mean you're truly an adult. I mean, you are, but you have responsibilities, but still the inner child is still there. It's like, I just want to go sit on the ground and play or play in the snow and things like that. So, and some have the ticket to do so. And yeah, they can have a relaxed incarnation where they didn't do much. They didn't do much of anything. Just experiences to self-indulge, but not really. Yeah, then sometimes they have like a regular job where they have to like do something that's kind of, they're not ready to go into their own crap, so they have to quit out other people's crap. Let's put it that way. If they have a job they despise, like if you have a grungy job, sometimes it means they're just not ready to see your own stuff. Just to put that out there. But for the inner growth, basically, some of you, yeah, so of course, can't go into all the details of everyone here, but some of you have come to a place of neutral connections. Of course, you're still doing clearings, but overall, you're still at the halfway point. Like you're at a point where it's decent enough, where you technically kind of know yourself. Obviously, there's more to know, but basically at a decent frequency where you're accepting of others, like you're still like kind of like an open book to some level, of just like you're kind of like a free zone, a non-judgment zone for others to connect to you. And of course, many are judging themselves, so they connect to you. It's like, well, this is not, they're not being attacked by you or anything like that. It feels very unusual. So many are not ready to release their inner chaos, is what we're getting at. Why it's sometimes connected to other individuals, other connections, because they need to find someone else where they can try to fix. So they don't have to fix themselves. So here, let me get this project so I can ignore my own stuff or find entertainment or something, anything but themselves. It really comes back down to that. And some are just, and once again, the NPC energies, that's just another, it's like a game. Just like bragging about their game. Yeah, it might be self-indulgent, might be even narcissistic to some of it, depending on the situation. And some of it just where they're at. Of course, they're still figuring out this whole human thing. And many of you have graduated from the human and connecting more to a higher dimensional human frequency. But also, once again, you have a non-judgmental energy out there, but you're also seeing how others are once again judging themselves and putting themselves in all kinds of situations. So, be surprised how many of you are if you have, this time and space to connect with others, to, you are open for new connections. It's just, are they ready? If that's something what you want, because a lot of times they're not ready because they're once again battling themselves and digging themselves a deep hole. It's just they don't know anything else. That's the human way of not knowing yourself, blending in with the rest of chaos and just putting an actor type of actress frequency, which is very common. So, you see Hollywood and all this acting, they do it on screen, but also it's showing people how they do it in real life. But they don't think of that. They don't see it that way. Regular people don't see it. They're just playing a role. And some of you have shed that. You have to play some role to some level because you have to kind of play the role of society, but you're not, you're aware of it. Most are aware of it, but kind of hide behind their mask. And of course, some of you on a galactic level are showing, you can't obviously show your everything to society. Obviously not. It's the kind of dragon energy you are, or whatever it might be, or alien frequency. Obviously, certain things like that you just can't go off and share. But still, you can still have a neutral frequency that's very friendly to attract others. And once again, you're seeing the turmoil of others, and you'll see more of that. And you're basically your frequency. If they talk to you, that shows some kind of life. If they're avoiding you, it's like they're avoiding themselves. So it's like they're not talking to you, and it's like it's definitely not about you. Some like to live in their own little hell. So, but you are, yeah. So some of you are connecting more to your inner counselor frequency, more and more about yourself and others. But it's worrying about society. Doesn't mean you have to connect to everything that's around you, but sometimes your surroundings will give you indications like it's definitely not you, it's them. And not to be judgmental about that, but just shows you as your frequency continues to heighten, you see the energies of others more and more. And once again, if they run away, but you never know. If they come back, if they don't, no worries. You just keep moving forward. And if they connect to you, that means they're ready to let go. Doesn't mean they don't have a lot of issues. But always they're ready to look at those issues at some point. And of course, they test you, of course. They're trying to bring you down or whatever it might be. So you are connecting more to your intergalactic self as you go forward, basically. As some of you know. Of course, this message is only probably understood from certain individuals. The rest are just sort of playing with their energy field. And it's like, what the hell are you talking about? Whereas my galactic space captain energies and all of that, and space wars and all of this, and yeah, the inner video game has not come to an end yet for some. But for others, yes, the inner peace is coming. It's because you want a more peaceful reality. How to accomplish that is peace within yourself. Not that you're trying to cure the reality, but you bring peace within yourself, and then it is out there. It's kind of like what do you call it? You're like a tower, of lights. You can lighthouse. But not searching for anybody, but you're just putting your energy out there as this, like it is a safe frequency, and brothers have refuge around, and if they want to, find out more about themselves, and you learn about yourself around others also. So, what's this?